and welcome to Somewhere on the Spectrum. Today I want to talk about a common autism trait, which is alexithymia. Don't panic. Don't panic. We are going to look at the feelings wheel. But first, remember last month I read you some bits from Odd Girl Out. I want to read you a short section here just to give you an idea of what we're talking about. She's gone to see a new therapist. M is the name of the therapist in the book. M gives me homework. She asked me to watch a TED Talk on vulnerability by Brené Brown. Very good. Definitely check that out. She gives me a feelings wheel to take away and color in. I'm struck by the sheer number of feelings shown. I just don't feel any of them, apart from fear. What does responsive feel like? Valued or insignificant? How can anyone feel insignificant when they are at the center of their own life experiences? It all seems so complicated and confusing to me. M also asked me to keep an anxiety diary and to bring it back the following week. Later at home, I resolved to start the diary tomorrow, but look at the feelings wheel, determined to color in something. The boiler has run out of oil again, so we have no heating. I choose the feeling cold and color it in a grey pencil. I'm wondering though if a different kind of cold is meant here. I also color in scared in red. Red seems the right color for a feeling of being scared. I feel it exactly as I did as a child. I'm most scared of getting something wrong, doing something bad, being in trouble. So those are little clips from Odd Girl Out. And I really wanted to focus on this idea of struggling to identify emotions. For me, I find that bad emotions are much easier than happy emotions. So let's have a look at that. So here's our feelings wheel. As you can see, it has these kind of in the center are the big ones. So things like sadness, happiness, surprise, bad, afraid, angry, disgust. Those are a little bit easier to get hold of. I wonder if you would be able to identify the next level. You can get these online, by the way. Just put emotions wheel into Google and then you'll be able to find one of these. So in the bad column, next level, we have boredom, busy, stress, tired. If you get stuck at level 1 or 2, don't be surprised. Level 3 is absent, apathy, buzzy, pressure, overwhelm, out of control, sleepy, and blurry. Yeah, I got nothing on that one. Alexithymia is the inability to feel emotions or to recognize or identify what emotions you're feeling. And it varies dramatically from person to person. For my dad, a little while ago, we were at my brother's restaurant and I asked my dad, do you feel proud of him? You know, there he is in this successful place. And my dad said, what does proud feel like? It's interesting. After my dad got his diagnosis, he'll say these things where he never would have before. For me, I feel a lot, but I'm not really sure what I'm feeling. And very often I'm not even sure if they're my feelings or someone else's, especially bad ones, because I'm so empathetic. The problem is, if you can't identify feelings, you might not know what you feel about people in your life or things in your life. You might not know what is important to you or what you enjoy or dislike. As a result, then, it can be very difficult for us to figure out how to react to things. And we end up in situations and even with lives that don't really align to how we really feel or that really make us happy. If we go back to last week's conversation that we were having about trusting yourself, then I think this really can tie in with that. That feeling of what do I like? If as a kid you were alexithymic, you might not have known what the feeling of liking was to actually identify it and know, oh, I like that. So that can really impact then the choices that you make. if you're not sure how those feelings feel in your body, or if you can even feel anything at all. That idea of getting ourselves into a position where we have a life that doesn't really align to us or makes us feel happy, we're coming back to that next week. As I said, remember, you can get these online. I literally just copied and pasted one and stuck it on the back of a pizza board so that I had one. I don't use it very often, but I do think it's quite a helpful thing just to have, to see, to look at, to spend some time with, just to get you thinking about, do I actually feel these? Now, understand that most humans do not recognize this outer level, all of these. Maybe some of them, but all of them, they get very, very detailed. So it might be interesting to ask other people in your lives how many of these they could definitely identify themselves. But certainly for us, this inner one, or even not this, is kind of where we're at. Maybe one or two of this second layer, but don't be surprised if you're not there. And if you're not there, welcome, you're alexithymic. Remember, all of these terms are just useful things for you to go Google and find out more about, and then you can understand yourself better. It's not good or bad. It may have impacted your life, and we want to make sure that you can move forward in a positive way. So it's good to know if this affects you or not, but it's not good or bad. All right. If you find these videos helpful, please do like and subscribe and share. They are also now available on Spotify if you'd like to listen on the go. See you next time. Bye.